The Grand Old Houses of Westeros. Well, if you're diving into the depths of Westerosi lore, you're in for a wild ride of politics, betrayal, and family crests that could probably double for a medieval zoo. House Stark of Winterfell is probably where most folks start when they think of Westeros. These are the grim-faced, honor-clad bunch up in the north who always remind you that winter is coming. I think Portland winters are mild in comparison to the snowy hellscapes the Starks deal with. Then there's House Lannister of Casterly Rock. Ah, the Lannisters. They're the ones squabbling over gold and power, and by their motto, "Hear me roar," you'd think they're more lion than human. House Baratheon of Storm's End comes rolling in like one of our thunderstorms in Portland, except their storms are right at home in their rainy ancestral seat. Ours is the Fury? Sure sounds like a motto of someone who's not to be messed with. Don't overlook House Targaryen of Dragonstone. They may have fallen from grace, but fire and blood pretty much sums up their dragon-rearing, city-conquering heritage. They've got the whole rebirth from ashes vibe going on, much like Portland's perpetual reinvention. House Martell of Sunspear has a zest about them matched only by Portland's food cart scene. Unbowed, unbent, unbroken, speaks to their fiery spirit and refusal to be tamed. A perfect slogan for a resistance movement, right? House Tyrell of Highgarden flourishes like Portland in spring. They're all about flowers and growth, with growing strong as their motto. But don't let their roses fool you. Thorns are built in. And you can't forget the Cold Lords, House Arryn of the Eyrie. They sit up high in their mountain castle likened to Portland's Vista House on steroids. As high as honor seems fitting for people living in the clouds. Last but not least, House Greyjoy of Pike, the salty sea dogs who are rough around the edges, much like the rougher tides by the Oregon coast. We Do Not Sow is basically maritime rebellion distilled into 4 words. Now don't get me wrong, this is just scratching the surface. Westeros is riddled with lesser houses, each with their allegiances, historical grudges, and catchphrases that make our local brewpub slogans seem tame. Diving into the A Song of Ice and Fire series or the show Game of Thrones is like hopping from one eclectic Portland neighborhood to another. You never quite know which faction, house, you're going to get.